Hey there everyone, it's Val and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin. Yes, my mind went blank there for a moment because I've kind of been worrying about the sound. I've been having some issues with echoing. I think I've kind of found a way to fix it. We will see if it's as horrible on Divinity as it was with Wastelands on Friday. So we'll see how it goes. In any case, there was something I wanted to check. Let's see.
Goddess above, have you ever seen a creature more pathetic than
I
Fumble?
did look up some information on a particular place over here, so we're going to actually run back over here and we will talk to those guys in Silverglen in a moment. Once I find, yeah, here. Right. Okay, so let's get everybody over here. And then we're just going to take Val and Co. herself. Now apparently this is actually a puzzle, and I totally failed to notice that it was a puzzle. So, let's go back. Now. Okay, there's supposed to be a button that appears. So let's try the Irish for death. Which did I put there? Death flies, bat-like, rapid, and swallows you whole. Goodbye. Slow death is the thing to pick. Alrighty, let's try this again. Everybody... There we are. Everybody over here, please. There we go. Alright, just Val. Slowly. Okay, so there's our button. So now that's ebbed away. The way we do this. Okay. I thought you would use telekinesis. Apparently she won't. Barrel. Do we have any barrels around here? Boxes or some boxes up over here? Let's take very far this way. There's some boxes. Ah, there we go. There's boxes. Let's see if I can bring back a box or a barrel. You can pick the barrels up. I don't know if we can pick boxes up. Barrels might not work on lava. Let's take them back. Blood. Go back. Save it this time. Slowly. Okay, that did not work. identified Sarong and unidentified Steve. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Bodybuilding +1. Piercing attack. A nice Spirit Master. Dex +1. Alright, well, let's give it to our buff friend there. See if he wants it. I don't think he really wants it. Is that waterfall noisy? Game volume's a lot higher than night. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do to fix the echoing problem. I will try turning it down, I guess. I don't... Yeah. Hang on just a sec here. Oh, now Bob. Thank you. Alright, how's that? For the game to sound. Alright, I think you're gonna hear that echoing again. Unfortunately, I don't know why it suddenly started. Oh well. Okay, so you can hear me. I guess we won't really be able to tell until we hear somebody talking, because that's when an NPC talks, that's usually when we hear the doubling. Actually, options.
Guards! Guards! Get him! Get him! Guards! Guards! Get him! Get him! Guards!
Oh,
Guards! Get him! Get him! Guards! Guards! Get him! Get him!
Alright. I guess I'll leave it at what it was at. I'm just gonna mess with the mic for a moment here in position and see if we can help me get a little louder. Alright, hopefully I'm a little bit louder now. I guess we'll see how it does. The Deus Ex sound test, is that I spilled my drink? Alrighty, let's see what happens. Alright, you lot. Are you all connected again? You're all connected again. Okay, fabulous. Let's see. Bodybuilding. Probably him. Requires int 7. Bodybuilder. Really? Okay, well that's a little strange. Nice Spirit Mastery. No, I think we will go ahead and sell that. What has she got? Oh, Headstrong thing of the Elder. Okay, fine. What's he got? He's already got int and right. Selling that too. Okay. Let's head back to town. And let's get started. Interrogating the populace. We've already talked to you. Wasn't there another guy here? I thought there was... Well, lady, sorry. I thought there was another guard there. I'm not sure. Oop.
Psst. Over here, Hunter. It's me, Ahu.
What? Where are you? Okay. I'll find him in a moment. Oops. Dang it. Didn't want to pick it up. An oil barrel. No, we don't want the oil barrel. Where are you, Aru? I got the impression it was from this side.
Psst. Over here, Hunter. It's me, Ahu.
Ahu, is that how you pronounce it? Can't click on that barrel? Guess not. Well, I'm trying to find you. Ahu, where are you? Ahu! I can't move it around. Oh, there he is! Ahu!
Well, hello there!
So you've made it into the hamlet of Silverglen, I see. Unnerving spot, don't you find? I can't quite put my paw on it, but something sinister simmers beneath the tranquil surface of this settlement. Why are you walking around Silverglen in your cat form? The advantage of being a puss, my friend, is that one can pussyfoot. A white-haired wizard draws attention, but a cat can move about unnoticed, indeed, unseen. Not that I'm not extra wary of these bloodsuckers, though. There's a conspicuous absence of pets in this eerie little town. Oh, I see you're selling your goods. Well, since we're here, well, we might sell some stuff to you. Anyway, since you've been scouting the place, perhaps you can tell me where I should start looking for shady goings-on. I've been shadowing the local priest, a man by the name of Loic. I have a feeling he knows more than most in Silverglen, for I followed him in the night when he meets with cloaked strangers, and goblins, even. Mangoth, Hyberheim, of strange things I've heard him whisper. Yes, this priest has shitty goings-on written all over that smug, holier-than-thou face of his. You don't like the priest, I take it. What makes you suspect something sinister? The blood. Now, I can see how it would be it could be a fantastic thing to nurse a dying human back to health if all it takes is to sacrifice a toad, but I spy bloodlust in these people's eyes, a bloodlust that goes beyond the usual meaning of the word. They all act like they're following a benign goddess that will lead them to paradise, but I'll be a dappled Dalmatian if any of that is true. No, this town, I have a feeling it's but a facade. What lurks behind the mask of innocence, I wonder? What do you make of the Immaculates? They're thick as trout, if you ask me, and unnaturally obsessed with the teachings of some strange woman they call a conduit. Well, I knew that much. I haven't seen her myself, but she must be a witch or a sorceress, and she must possess great personal charm and magical mastery to enthrall a crowd of shaggy miners, to have them hop on the bandwagon of a shadowy religion wholly alien to them. Alright, well, I'll take my leave. Good luck, Hunter. I think I'll... Oh dear, he's going. I'll take my leave too. People have been eyeing me strangely, and I think I know what it is they have on their blood-crazed minds.
Until we meet again.
Okay. And away goes Ahu. Ahu! That's how you pronounced it, wasn't it? Interesting. So he's pointing us at the priest. Oh, sure. Yeah, just moving things around. Can we file? No. I want to move this one. Yeah, like that. Excellent. Okay, nothing about. What is this? Well, this might be... an appropriate place to check out.
The miracles with which the blessed conduit rid our mean and mangled bodies of the rot that plagued them. Miracles.
Blessed be the goddess, blessed be the conduit.
Infinitely greater we now know them to be. They
Blessed
are the
be the
blessings
goddess,
of the goddess
and blessed
wrought
be the
in action.
Diligently will I read the words of the goddess.
Give me strength, O goddess, to become enlightened. So what have you got? Old metal bracers. Interesting. Grimoire of the Inconceivable. Do we have one of those? Hang on here. I got to look. Yeah, the guy keeps interrupting the priest. Yeah, that would be pretty rude.
Until we meet again.
Alright. I think Braveheart had a grimoire.
Let me spill blood for thee, O Holy One.
Yeah, we do have one. I think it just...
Immaculate I want to be.
You don't
The
even
blood
know
of
what
the
you don't
lost
know.
will flow.
An unfinished work. Okay. Interesting.
Let me spill blood for thee, O Holy One.
What have you got? Ooh, water essence. Actually, I would like to buy that. Excuse me while I get somebody that will, actually...
Until we meet again.
Who the devil are you? Tell your masters I prefer to talk to them directly. Well, that's fabulous. Okay, so we were... I believe we're selling these. 213. 657. And this... Alright. Let's do that. We actually want that. Alrighty. Thank you. Enjoy your new goods.
Until we meet again.
Just gotta check this guy through here. No, and no. Okay.
Until we meet again.
And then we'll talk to him with Val. Loic. Ooh. Draconian Copper Amulet of Fire. Expensive. Okay, I thought I clicked on this guy. I guess he interrupted. The heck? A pocket knife.
Until we meet again.
Oh, it's Braveheart talking to Earth Tongue Mushroom. Alright.
Until we meet again.
Anyway, Valentine, you're our official talkers to people. Let me spill blood.
Until we meet again.
Immaculate, I want to be the blood of the lost.
Until we
Blessed
meet
be
again.
the goddess, and blessed be the conduit.
Give me the strength, O goddess, to become
Until we meet again.
Blessed be the goddess. And
Until
blessed
we
be
meet
the
again.
conduit. The goddess is the word. Through the conduit she speaks, and through me her wisdom is repeated. How may I enlighten you? Well, you can start with, who are you? I am Loic, enlightened one among Immaculates, spokesman for the holy conduit, as she is spokesman for the goddess herself. Hers is the blood. I'd like to ask you some questions about the Immaculates, if that's possible. Then it shall be my pleasure to answer them. Alright, well, who are the Immaculates? We are the chosen ones of the goddess. The benedictions of the blood render our bodies and spirits unblemished, for such is her mercy that we may all become part of the sacred soul. And you too, Seeker, could become one such part. Could you tell me more about the conduit? The conduit, yes. She, the most exalted of all, second only to the goddess. It was she who brought us first her divine words, then her divine will, a will made real in blood. Truly, though, she is quite beyond your concern, O wandering soul. She stands so very high above your humble station. I'd like to hear about the goddess. The goddess is the light and life of all. Corrupt is the world that generations of men and beasts have left behind, but immaculate it may be once more, cleansed in the blood of the unworthy. The few, the proud, the enlightened, theirs will be her kingdom. When red has run till no red is left, a paradise we will have shapen, and the goddess will dwell among us. Let's discuss my joining the Immaculates, because I think we have to do that in order to progress. You find yourself in the goddess's temple. Therefore it follows she wants you to take the true path. So here, have this hallowed tome. Read it, absorb the wisdom within, then find the second part and do with it the same. If an Immaculate you want to be, a test of knowledge shall be your first step towards enlightenment. Okay. I will read that then. It looks like the third book is right there. I have a feeling, though, if I pick that up, I might get yelled at. Yeah. Let's change the subject. Goodbye. Let's look at this book he just supposedly gave us. Book of the Immaculates 1. The first book of the Immaculates. Through the tenebrium made the miners... though the tenebrium made the miners ill, though the rot plagued them, they would be saved. The conduit came bearing a shard of starstone, and demonstrated that by sacrificing a lesser being, a small duckling, she could turn the starstone into bloodstone.
Bow before the goddess, and bow before her mouth on this earth. The conduit, hold high the knife.
Immaculate,
and
I
let
want
it
to be.
Plunge into
The blood of the lost will
by
flow.
their blood, we may redeem this downtrodden realm.
Give me the strength,
Immaculate it
goddess,
was.
to become
Immaculate it
enlightened.
may be again.
Okay.
Let me spill blood for thee, O Holy One.
Let's go outside here where we don't have to listen to him to pontificate. And we can read the book in peace. Alright, let's try that here. The conduit came bearing a shard of starstone, and demonstrated that by sacrificing a lesser being, a small duckling, she could turn starstone into bloodstone. This stone was capable of healing any ailment, including the terrible rot. Though some were skeptical that sacrificial magic could be used for good, the conduit explained that transmitting energy from a lesser being to a greater one restores balance in the universe, and that balance is the goddess's ultimate goal. The conduit then encouraged the healed miners to spread her good word, and to continue to create bloodstones for the purpose of promoting the greater good of higher beings. Today, we Immaculates continue to promote universal balance and the sacrifice of lesser creatures for the greater good of all. I don't know. That doesn't sound right to me. It sounds like that is very easily translated into, oh, you're not one of my guys, you're a lesser being, let's sacrifice you. And I have an issue. Alright, so it looks like we have another exit out this way. I don't think we've actually gone that way before. So let's get it on the map. Maybe talk to this guy here. Okay, so we have the Immaculate Chapel. We've been to the Mine Overseer's office. Hi, bud. Initiate. What have you got? Got anything good? The woods are dark and dangerous, aren't they? Unlike Silverglen, where the light of Immaculate shines. Tell me about yourself. A guard am I, an initiate of Immaculates. I fear neither goblin nor orc, for even if they mangle my body in battle, the blood of the goddess will replenish me and undo the savagery of steel. Will it now? What can you tell me about the goblins? Vicious creatures, them. Always praying to their totems, sacrificing things to their precious ancestors left and right. I mean, we Immaculates sacrifice things too, but always in honor of the goddess, not some hocus-pocus make-believe spirits. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a difference there. What can you tell me about Silverglen? This place used to be the seat of the most profitable silver mine in Rivelon, but then the rot came and the goblins followed. We would have all perished hadn't it been for the intervention of the blessed conduit. She showed us the ways of the goddess, the path of the Immaculates. What do you know about Tenebrium? We first stumbled onto Tenebrium deep in the mines. It's a worthless, good-for-nothing ore, but we had to hack through it to get to the silver. What we realized woefully too late is that upon touching it, you get infected by rot. Let me tell you, rot is very bad news indeed. Could you tell me a bit more about the rot? When it first started to appear, rot began to undo us more successfully than a triad of marauding orc clans would. Silverglen was a place of panic and desperation, but then she came, the conduit. She brought us the teachings of the goddess, and showed us how blood sacrifices could undo the havoc of this vilest of diseases with the gentle ease of a spring day. Tell me about those Immaculates. The Immaculates are the proud few as yet, who have witnessed and even experienced the blessings of the goddess. She is life's blood itself, and through the worship we give her, the blood of those that we sacrifice in her name becomes her blood, a fount of healing and of all things beneficial. Wise and happy is he who pledges his heart and spirit to her service. How about the Overseer, Brandon? It's been too long now that Brandon seemed more concerned with pleasing Lawrence than with managing the men. I reckon he's forgotten whose pickaxes have buttered his bread all these years. Fortunately for us Immaculates, the end of such mistreatment is nigh. What do you know about Lawrence, the mining guild representative? Let us render unto the guild's representative what is his. He may take the fruits of our labor, use us for his own selfish ends, but his soul will remain forever entrenched in his own pockets, rather than in the greater good. We Immaculates may have no fear, only pity for such a man. I'll take that, thank you. Interesting. Flower. Ooh. Okay, we'll go this way at a later date. We need to actually look around town more. That's what we're here for.
Thanks, oh goddess.
Okay, so here's another gate. This town has an awful lot of gates, doesn't it? Oh! I like that gate. Let's go here. Waypoint discovered. Let's look at said waypoint. You are here, Lacella Forest, Silverglen. Excellent. Let's snag that Stardust herb as well while we're here. What if we cook things on that? That's why that Alright, let's talk to this guy. I think it's a guy. Do you have any goodies that... No, you don't. Long and wayward paths have you roamed, but now you have lighted upon the hallowed abode of Immaculates. Silverglen hails you. Alright, I will look at these, see if there's... okay, we've seen that. Tell me more about the goblins. Beware of goblins bearing gifts. Overseer Lawrence announced them as miracle workers that would handle Tenebrium for us, but before we knew it, they held spears against our throats and marched us out of our own minds. Little demons is what they are, fell and wily. Can you tell me about Silverglen? Okay. Tenebrium? Vile stuff, that gives you the rot, and quickly too. The goblins seem to be quite immune to it, though, which is why they hired them to clean it up in our stead. Might have seemed a smart plan at the time, but I wouldn't trust a goblin as far as I could throw it. And wouldn't you know, I've been proven right. Rot. Whatever rot is, its origins lurk in the depths of the mines. Tenebrium, it's called, the vile material that causes it, and to touch it means death. Why did this plague befall us? Perhaps we dug too deep, perhaps we were too greedy. Still, be that as it may, rot would have killed us to a man, but thanks to the might of the Immaculates, it is the disease itself that was defeated. Praise be the goddess. Tell me about the Immaculates. One day, a woman came to Silverglen. She said she was the conduit, speaker for the goddess. She showed us the true powers of the blood that streams through our veins. Drain it from the meek and offer it unto the goddess, and the goddess will favor you in turn. Every ail will she cure, and if you're truly devout, in death you'll never have to partake. What about Brandon? What of him? It's no surprise that that unbeliever, a cold-hearted shill for the guild, refuses to acknowledge the goddess's way. To a man like Brandon, the greater good means next to nothing. Well, what do you know about Lawrence, then? Okay, so we've seen that one before. Right, thank you for your talk. Alright, back in here we go. Okay, so this is that building. Let's see, we got some pickaxes here. No, I'm not going to pick them up. Probably should, but I'm not going to. Hey. Did we get that? Yes, we did. I'll take the money, though. Oh! Guess who? This first. No. What about you? Yeah. Let's have a chat with Elfie. My champion, my healer and protector. How delightful it is to see you again. You selling anything? He's selling a lucky rabbit spot, some minor healing potion. That's funny. And how are you doing, Elfie? Oh, I'm doing dandy, and thank you for asking. My wound is quite healed. A bit tender still, but coming along nicely. The powers that be have been going quite easy on me since we've been here. In fact, I'm expecting a promotion from Beast of Burden to House Guardian any day now. Better hours, better food, and less cargo carrying shall soon be my lot. Tell me about your masters. Our little adventure hasn't changed them all that much, I think. They're still kindly enough without being truly affectionate to me, but I'm not one for cuddling anyway. They bicker, too, just like they always used to, but with a playful glint in their eyes I never really saw before. And the strange noises they sometimes make in the night. They do happen rather more frequently. Perhaps they caught a chill in the woods, poor souls. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. I'm going to take those nails, though. Can I have those nails? Thank you. What's this? Welcome to Nadia's shop. Shop for wares while I am plot revenge. You might want work on your spelling errors, too. Okay, let's talk to...
Well, hello there.
Oh, she seems happy to see us. My, I see you appear, and everything brightens. Such is the joy that you've brought us. Please be ever welcome in our new establishment. How are you, Mara? I'm swell and settled here in Silverglen. I have a roof over my head instead of menacing forest canopies looming above. I have a cozy bed to sleep in instead of moss, and leaves to lie on. I have a husband to cuddle come the night instead of having to stand watch for bloodthirsty beasts that hunt by the moon. As you can tell, dear friend, I am well indeed. Let's talk about Bjorn. Oh, he's doing peachy, as am I. We still do feel great sadness for what happened to our friends in Hunter's Edge, but the selfish side that houses in every soul is mighty glad we made it out together. A new smithy, a new life. The gods are kind to us. Well, I will take...
Until we meet again.
Let's talk to Bjorn here. Bjorn, what do you have for sale? Oh, you actually have some stuff for sale. And you have a lot of cash, too. Interesting. Might have to sell things later. An aqua outdated full plate armor. Wow. Don't have much money, though. Okay. Welcome your night ship. Be welcome indeed. As you can see, we have set up shop here in Silverglen, and as a matter of course, you'll get my wares at prices that no one else has a right to claim from me. Well, how are you doing, Bjorn? I have a song in my heart and a spring in my step, my liege. I have had orcs on my tail and banners to boot, and yet I live. How can I be anything but happy? How's the smithy? The smithy's doing grandly, your night ship. Thanks to your valiant rescue of Alfie, I haven't had to abandon my most valuable gear, which means my products are up to the high standards you may expect from Bjorn Stoutborn, for such is my name and such is my reputation. Well, let's talk about Mara. She's alive and kicking, my liege, just like she always was. Oh, certainly she can be a handful, but I wouldn't really have it any other way. We survived thanks to you, and each hour we are together I count as a blessing. Well, I'll take my leave then. Interesting. So, okay, those 9-inch needles.
Don't work too hard now, dearest. You've been hammering away for hours.
Mara, my sweet, I do wish you'd stop interrupting me.
Yeah, they seem to be getting along quite nicely. Yes, this is all owned. Let's just sell off a few things, since he's got, well, stuff. That we're not selling. This we are selling. And we are selling that as well. That's why it's sitting there. Okay, what have you got here? Is there anything that I would really like to pick up? What's this? Sneaky antique leather boots. Maybe. Okay. Alright, let's just do that and sell it. Okay, now Valentine. Oh no, okay, so we're still seeing what she's wearing. So we're gonna have to exit out and look at what everybody has. Okay, so it's armor rating 10 with sneaking +1. So that's a possibility. No. Okay, those aren't anything special. It's armor rating 36. Brigadine. $200 weapon, 141. Okay. Alrighty, what do you have? You have bartering. You have fire resistance, earth resistance. You just have crack leather boots. And you have water resistance. And 7.
Did you see the way the guards look at you, Alfie? They daren't attack a brigand, but you do.
Alright. A Bjorn. Yep, there. 875. Yeah, I think I'm going to 5. Since we just got another... Give those to Val. Since we just got another one of the nails, I think I'll actually go ahead and put it on there. These are old ones. So that's water resistance plus 15, but I think I would like her to have the sneaking.
Did you see the way the guards look at you, Alfie? They daren't attack a brigand, but you do.
So what do you have? That's armor rating 8. But it also has water resistance, so I think we're going to do that. Let's give that to you. There we go. Door we can't go through without pissing someone off. Oh, so let's go over here. Let's do a save. I haven't done one for a little bit. Book of the Immaculates 2.
Well, let it go.
Okay. Let's talk to this one first. Hello?
Well, hello there.
Sebi, what have you got? An outdated curved sword, a mighty yew longbow. Interesting. Hello and welcome to our shop. I am the son of the proprietor, Nadia. Please let us know how we can help you. Well, you can tell me about yourself. You've probably noticed that my mother Nadia and I aren't from around here. No, we traveled rather far from our hometown to plant new roots here in Silverglen. My father Ben, his death was somewhat mysterious, and we've traced the puzzle back to this little settlement. My mother will have plenty to say on that subject, if you're interested. Well, tell me about your mother Nadia. Ma's a bit intense, to be sure, set in her ways but fiercely loyal to the family. Help her out and you've got a friend for life. Cross her, and you'll be better off skipping town. Not that that'll stop her from cursing your line for the next 1,000 cycles of Bendis. Well, tell me about Ben. My father was a good man, equal in character to his wife, but his death nearly destroyed us, Ma and me. But now we're here, and we won't leave until we've held the proper parties accountable for their role in his death.
Until we meet again.
Well, I'm going to take my leave then. Let's talk.
Well, hello there.
Varma Melbenita, a source hunter in Silverglen? I have traveled mile on top of mile to find help, and now help has, how you say, appeared from skinny vapors. Let's see what you have. Bower's Yew Longbow. Alright. Well, tell me about yourself. My story? Well, this is no small tale. I think perhaps you'll be more interested in the, how you say, short end of stick. I believe Lawrence, the leader of mining guild, tell my husband and many of other workers to mine deadly ore called tenebrium. Lawrence knew that this ore caused rot, charming name, no? Yet ordered miners to continue. Many men, my Ben among them, become the sickness, and now they, how you say, kick down the bucket. But this sickness, it's not normal. It kills swift and terrible, not unlike Source. My son Sebi and I travel from our home to find truth, but this has proven not so easy. What can you tell me about your husband Ben? My sweet little Pomeranian Visago, my darling Ben. We got along like, how you say, peas and ferrets. But he hear there is work, very well paid, in mines clearing special rock from silver mine, so he leaves Sebi and I to come to Silverglen. We wait with hearts like stones for some months, and one day we see a familiar figure moving with strange steps on path towards cottage. We run to meet him and take him into our arms, but he collapsed at our touch. We help him inside and set him to rest, but he was in terrible condition. Each hour he grew worse, rot so fast we hardly recognize him after 2 short days. He slip away from us, and we bury him with much grief. Tell me about your son, Sebi. When his father died, Sebi became restless. Being of the age, he join army and go straight to front line. Though I was nearly old woman, I joined army as healer to be near and look after my boy. There we saw a special legionnaire using strange weapon, and this legionnaire soon come to my tent with the same disease that killed Ben. I discovered the tenebrium ore in this weapon. It was the ore that killed them both. I come to Silverglen to discover truth, and here I find Lawrence. That arrogant man conducts his business without apologize to any. So you need help proving Lawrence knowingly encouraged the miners to handle tenebrium. Exactly this! Please, Source Hunter, you must help me prove that Lawrence made his workers to mine deadly tenebrium. For your help, I offer blessings from my homeland. Servi Masuxos, mi plantos, Cerzarbo, Kaj Tomenti, Via Nepo Sub, Viaj Brancoj. Translation is difficult, but it means something like, if you fail, I will plant cherry tree and haunt your grandbaby beneath branches. Good luck! I'd like to ask you some further questions. I will do my best to give answers, Source Hunter. How are you getting along in Silverglen? I have not find scrap of civilization among these apes. Sebi longs for heaping plate of my famous sire mule, but the local fair support no fine food, unless squirrel meat inspire you. As for neighbors, well, those cultists would rather sacrifice supper to goddess than eat it. Tell me about Lawrence. May Zalmoxis strike him down, the murderer. I have one goal in Silverglen, to make him share in the suffering he caused. I am certain he has gained from making those miners take the tenebrium. Now I only have to prove it. What do you know about tenebrium? Nothing natural could cause such terrible disease at mere touch. If you ask me, I say dark magic, maybe even source at its root. Fa, that foul thing. She spits. I'm not gonna spit. You've seen rot in action, then. A terrible disease. It transforms flesh of living into flesh of corpse while infected person still lives. Arms grow black and heavy, legs grow black and heavy, hair rots from scalp. Celio, help you min. What memories I have. What do you know about the Immaculates? Fa, I have no interest in those Immaculates and their goddess. As Zalmoxis say in Book of Holy, I am jealous God. Why can I not read your mail if you have nothing to hide? Who is Aunt Sherry, exactly? Aren't I enough for you? Ah. I'll take my leave.
Until we meet again!
Indeed. Let's take a look at these. Source Hunter's Journey. Let's see what we've done here. The cat wizard Aru advised us to infiltrate the Immaculates by becoming one of them. Getting to know the enemy from within seems like a sensible plan. Yes, unfortunately it does. Loic, the priest of Silverglen, gave us a book and told us that if we study it, we might be able to enjoy the Immaculates. The naked truth. We met Nadia, the widow of Ben, a miner who died from the tenebrium disease, rot. She suspects that Lawrence, the mining guild representative, knew of the risks, but still encouraged miners to extract the ore. She also suggested that rot is related to sorcery. Okay. Well, she has the Book of the Immaculates. I'm going to look around and see if we can find another copy. If we can't, we're going to have to come back here and, well, filch it. I don't really want to filch it, but
now, dearest.
We might have to. I was hoping I could actually buy it from her. I wouldn't think she would particularly want that, but who knows. Okay, so can we go around the side here? No, we can't. Okay, so have we been here? We have not been here. Let's look around. A mill wheel? Like the briny brain or something? Fun with fluids. Thank you. Alright, let's let's read that book before...
Praise the goddess. I've passed the trial.
Friend, this is most excellent news. Welcome to the Immaculate Fold.
Yes. I can feel the goddess's vigor coursing through my very veins.
Alright, let's talk to these guys here. Minor.
Well, hello there.
Hello there. To you too. Ooh, you have a large healing potion. Ooh, 800. No, okay. Tell me about yourself. I used to be a miner, a mole as we used to say around here. Life was nothing but perpetual night. I used to crawl and hack through black shafts from before the sun had risen till after it set. Those days are over. I have accepted the goddess. I have seen the light. Can you tell me more about the goblins? Okay, I think we've seen this one before. Silverglen. Okay, we've seen that one. Tenebrium. Don't even mention that stuff to me. I lost many a dear friend to the scourge that filth causes. If only the word of the goddess had reached us sooner. So many might have been spared. Could you tell me a bit more about the rot? The rot is such a ghastly blight that one would think it was devised by the gods to punish us. Instead, it was the goddess in all her mercy who rid us of its bane. I cannot think what demon must lurk in the tenebrium that harbors the rot, but one thing is clear. Blood can undo it, if sacrificed in honor of our Immaculate Mistress. Do you remember a miner named Ben? Sure, I remember old Benny boy. A family man through and through. Nothing could convince him to seek a little comfort with Bonnie or Ruby, back before we knew better than to indulge in such unenlightened practices. Said the girls in Silverglen were nice, but couldn't hold a sandal to his missus back home. Tell me about the Immaculates. One day, a woman came to Silverglen. She said she was the conduit, speaker for the goddess. I think we've read that already. Brandon. It's been too long now that Brandon seemed more concerned with pleasing Lawrence than with managing the men. I reckon he's forgotten whose pickaxes have buttered his bread all these years. Fortunately for us Immaculates, the end of such mistreatment is nigh. We did see that before. How do you know about Lawrence? His mismanagement brought the goddess's bane upon us, and he watched with disgust as those first brave men decayed before our very eyes. The wretch. Right,
Until we meet again.
Tell me, sweetie, do you have a sunburn, or are you all...
Well, hello there.
Goddess's greetings, wanderer. Hey, he's got a guitar. You can use it as a crushing weapon. It's unrepairable. I guess it's a unique item. That's cute. Okay, tell me about yourself. Oh, I used to wield picks and shovels, saws and sledgehammers. Mining silver was my life. Ha! How futile it all seems now. I've learned so much since the conduit brought us the teachings of the goddess. The blood of the lost is the life of the enlightened. How I am blessed. Goblins? Silverglen. Okay, Tenebrium. Okay, we've seen that. Rot? No. Ben. I was mighty aggrieved when Ben came down sick. I never heard whether he made it back home before he was overcome, though we're all of us sorry to see him go in such a state. Okay, Immaculates. Okay, Overseer. Sure, everyone in Silverglen knows the old goat. Lawrence says jump, Brandon asks a meek how high, and turns to us miners and bellows, come on, you shiftless layabouts, leap. What do you know about Lawrence? Okay, so...
Until we meet again.
There.